Felicitations, all you frogimus. Hop your way into the Stinky Dragon. Take a taste of our latest tonic, Tongue at Heart. It's a mixture of shock-free sugar, a pondering amount of water, a grapple amount of cinnamon sticks and syrup, espresso already engulfed, mordant milk, topped with tentacle whipped cream. One nip of this nosh, you'll no longer feel swamped. Previously, our adventurers made a deal with a darkling in exchange for underground directions. After meandering into the Mausoleum milieu and stumbling into some subterranean subterfuge, the party are now prisoners in Covenord custody. Bring over a brew and buckle up for this bedtime tale. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chelsea Stinky Dragon. I'm just really relieved I did not have to say cavalry a bunch of times in that intro.
You did it just so good just now.
I know. Hello, I'm Gustavo Sorolla, the Dungeon Master of our putrid party. I'm going to hit our 4 players with an arrow. Was that Gum Gum?
Sorry.
Get out of here.
Gum Gum took the arrow for Barney, like, Mr. President.
No.
I won't let you get hurt.
This week's role-playing warm-up question is, what's your character's favorite animal and why?
Ooh.
I will start. Hello. My name is Elga von Brass.
My name?
My name is Elga. Voiced by
Barbara Dunkelman.
Yeah.
And I play the half-elf vampire barbarian.
And you know, it may surprise you, but Elga's favorite animal is turtles.
Oh.
Is there a specific reason?
Turtles, you know, they're very calm. They don't cause a lot of drama. Also, they live a very long time. So Elga's had, you know, a few turtles growing up.
I like when Elga says turtles. That's my new favorite Elga word.
The enunciation of Elga.
That's another reason I picked turtles, because I knew Gustavo would enjoy.
That's so good.
So I wash my turtles, I eat my broccoli, you know, do all the fun things.
You
But
know,
yeah.
turtles live a really long time. There was an SNL skit a couple of weeks ago where they said a bit of trivia that Steve Irwin, when he was still alive, owned the same turtle that Charles Darwin had owned at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. It's tortoises,
Yeah, like
particularly,
giant
right?
tortoises can live a really long
Yeah.
time.
I saw on
It's
TikTok
very
a lady was like, she was like in her 80s, and she was like, "Oh, I've had this turtle since I was a kid." It was just like her pet turtle, the same pet turtle. It was like, I love that. She's like, I love this turtle. I take this turtle everywhere with me.
And that's why Elga likes
Turtles.
turtles.
Hey, I'll go next. Hey there, it's me, Chip Haney. Hey, how you doing, Dungeon Mister?
Very good, Chip.
Oh.
You never talk to me. This is a little awkward.
Let's break the fourth wall. That's grand. Let's shake hands.
I
Do you
feel
need
like
anything
Dungeon
before
Mister now.
we get started? Chip?
you
Do
know,
you have an inspiration die? Are you
I'm
good?
all stucked up on
Okay.
inspiration dies. We're good to go. You know, when I think of animals that I relate to, I think of nothing else but the mongoose. You know, you think about like storybooks like Ricky Tiki Tavi. You know, he's a cute little furry creature. You want to get to know him. You want to hug him. And then, bam, he kills the cobra.
Right. If you're his enemy, he will end you.
That's right. You wouldn't expect it from such a cute little beast, but that critter, he'll murder.
That criddle?
That critter will murder. Yeah, so I'd say a mongoose.
That's a good one. Has Chip ever owned a mongoose, like as a pet or anything?
No, just my pet Skipper, which is a cockatrice.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
You
I remember.
What about Barney? What's your favorite animal, Barney? Barney?
Well, I'm Chris Damaris, and I can answer for Barney.
Okay.
He's busy.
human cleric.
Yeah, Barney doesn't want to come out to play right now.
Barney just stepped out. He'll be right back.
Yeah, Barney's got some stuff he's working through.
He's back.
I always find animals that are kind and loyal and loving. They don't have to be don't have to be violent. Are such good creators. I've always enjoyed dogs.
I think Barney is sleep talking.
Yeah. Stinker begins yapping excitedly, wagging its tail and its butt.
Dogs are good. You're quite a loyal guy. I can see that, Barn. Mateen, Eric Cochran, what animal do you like?
And you cannot say yourself.
I mean, I do not consider myself an animal. Do you consider yourself an animal? That's kind of.
I'm an animal. Ah.
Hopefully one day.
I guess it's a great question to ask Elga. Hi, I'm John Reisinger. I play Mati Confucius, the Era Cochrane ghost monk. My favorite animal, it's quite obvious. It is color-changing kitties.
Specifically color changing.
No, cats are great. They are very good. I especially love the fact that they have been around for so long and they've managed to be worshipped by people. That's amazing, to live a long time and be worshipped. That's the goals. I mean, at this point, But I love cats. I always have. It was very fortuitous to fall upon one in that sewer. We were in a sewer. Yes.
Sewer.
Yeah.
And have one because I've always wanted a companion for one, but so busy being a small business owner and running your own shop and everything like that. So I just never found the time, and it, the cat distribution system found me.
Cats are good to have.
Yeah, and especially as a baker, a cat can help you make biscuits. It can knead the dough.
They are the best at the biscuits.
Yeah.
Inspiration die. Go.
Yeah, thank you. You begin looking at them, and one of them suddenly rises and then begins darting out the dark passage.
Oh, now wait.
It's Juzzy.
Hurry! Secure the gate and the prisoners! They're right behind me!
What?
I'm sorry.
Wait, I thought we could trust Juzzy.
So wait, Juzzy has headed to the exit that they were running towards?
Yes.
And is yelling to someone ahead of us.
Presumably someone you can't see.
What? I rushed forward.
And they said secure the gates so the prisoners don't get away?
Yeah, us being the prisoners.
Yeah, you rush forward. The passage grows darker and darker, Juzzy's silhouette growing fainter just ahead. Right when he's within reach, a chill floods the air and the floor frosts over. An icy cage briskly forms all around you in the shape of a dome. Two haggard silhouettes join Juzzy on the other side of the ice.
Welcome, my friends, to the headquarters of Talon.
How far away are they?
Also, just for our, information, is one of them Eddie? Is Eddie with them?
No.
Okay.
It's Juzzy and the two hags from where you are. They're, obviously they're outside of the ice dome that's encapsulating you.
Mm-hmm.
Two hags. So are these people from the coven?
No, this is Talon.
They're about 50 feet away.
Maybe
50
Talon
feet
is
away,
people
They
in
are one and the
coven.
Maybe. Why doesn't everyone make me a perception check? Let's see what you see with your character eyes.
And I'm cross-eyed.
We all still have
4.
the night vision thing on for
Yeah.
300 feet.
But I rolled a nat 20 for 24.
12.
Look at you.
That's a critical fail for Barney.
Which ends up being a 6.
I've got dirt in my eye.
It's all that dander from Stinker.
It's all that very alive dander that comes from other very alive
I was gonna say,
creatures.
I don't think bones have dander.
Yeah, it's weird. So Chip with a 4, Barney with a 6. The dome of ice is way too cold to focus on much else. It's just like chilling you all the way through to the core.
I start prepping my tiny hut,
Okay.
the ritual style.
Mateed, the foggy frost of the dome softens, revealing an underground lair seated beneath the roots of a dead tree and a green pond to the north. Elga, you very perceptive. You notice that to the east sits several cages of various animals, ranging from boars to giant centipedes. To the west, across the bridge, are some shelves of preserved specimens in jars, as well as magical oddities. And furthermore, you also notice that to the south, standing behind some stone pillars, is a frost giant that you instantly recognize as Lewis. And in the shadowed edges of the lair, you spot more of those hooded figures.
Does Lewis see us?
Yes.
Oh,
Lewis might be responsible for this ice dome.
probably.
Frost.
It's possible. When this dome formed, it also formed icy manacles that is shackling you all together inside this dome of thick ice that has 4 frosted pillars.
Shackling us all together, or like our own hands to our own hands?
Your own hands to your own hands, and then person to person as well on top of that.
Are we about to receive a monologue, or could Chip use his thieves' tools to, or his lockpicking kit?
About to receive
Yeah, well,
a
I mean,
monologue.
I
I'll
do
stick around for a good monologue. Hey.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm front row.
a villain has to monologue.
Of course.
And believe it or not, I've got a monologue right here.
All right, let's hear it. Okay, I'll wait. I'm going to put these back in my bum bag.
Splash! Out from the green pond spring forth 2 shriveled crones with withered faces. Each is framed with long, frayed hair and pocked with horrid moles and warts spread across their bodies. One has a bluish complexion and carries a gray staff, and the other looks more green with long, spindly claws.
Oh, exquisite. You all are just in time for appetizers. Come, my darlings, bring forth the feast.
Yes, Mother Skitch. A troop of hooded darklings step out from the shadows, carrying a table, chairs, and a platter of what is clearly a small humanoid corpse. The 2 crones sit down at the table, and the blue crone immediately begins gobbling up the expired remains like a ravenous vulture.
Says the vampire.
Hey, I don't eat people. I just... Never mind.
Drain them.
The liquids.
The green crone, however, simply stares at you all with a stern look.
Can I do a quick like history check? Because at the end of the last episode, you said one of them proclaimed they're part of Talon, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and then but I'm getting mixed messages that these are also part of the coven. Does Chip? Because Carol was part of Talon. What do I know about
What is
what's
it called
going on
again?
here?
Is it Coventry? What's the actual place called?
Coven Nord.
Covenord.
Yeah, why don't you make me a history check there, Chip?
Okay. Be cool if I added like advantage or something, because that's part of my history. I just rolled an 8.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that. Why not?
All right, great. 13. This is better.
That's good enough. So, you're trying to comb through your memories of Talon and things you knew courtesy of Carol, because Chip was never part of Talon.
Right.
Chip was always part of Dagger. So you don't remember anything specifically about that. However, you do recall you have had interactions with hags in the past, independent of any other things you were asking about.
Okay.
And, obviously these crones, you do know that they are hags, and they're corrupt, inhuman monsters that possess evil magic. And they ally with each other to form these covens that, kind of amplify their power. And typically covens are made up of 3 hags or so.
Okay.
And they propagate by snatching and devouring human infants. And then after they consume the child, the hag gives birth to a daughter who looks human until her 13th birthday, whereupon the child transforms into a hagling, a spitting image of her hag mother.
Okay, and so they're allied with Talon, or they are Talon?
Not all hags are Talon,
right?
But some Talon can be hags.
Do all hags go to heaven?
And the first hag
The
that
one's eating the body.
described, that's the one who proclaimed that you were at the headquarters of Talon.
Okay, all right. Hey, gang, it's me, Chip Aney, your good buddy. I hope you guys are keeping warm. It's real frosty in here, huh?
I'm actually perfectly fine. I don't really feel the cold.
Oh, good. Okay, so
I think it's cold.
I agree. We got some baby eaters on our hands. We got to watch out. They're crafty.
Old man's always cold, though, right?
That's true.
Why is that?
Can we turn off the
Poor circulation.
Okay, well, I have a quick question before we get into this, Barney. Do any of these people look familiar, like the people who maybe took your family? Because didn't they look kind of greenish with hoods?
Can I
question?
Look and see if I recognize?
Yeah, we'll call it a wisdom check to see if you remember. Because you're like looking at the crones, trying to discern anything to see what you remember.
Yeah, there's a critical fail +5.
Is that 2 critical fails in
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not doing good. Okay, so on top of that, now I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
Just Barney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that is a 29.
Hey.
Okay. You do not recognize them. They don't look at all familiar to you, not like you've never encountered them in the past. And, when you're looking at them, like trying to discern any memory or try to recall any memory or discern any details, the sight of that one crone feasting on the remains just really makes you sick. You feel like it's really terrifying and make you physically ill, but you manage to suppress it and fight it down.
Hey there, Dungeon Mister. Carol wasn't a crone, right?
You tell me?
I certainly hope she wasn't, but I also leave you guys with a lot of story liberties.
So I'm also just a little confused. There's a lot of words and terminology being thrown around here.
Let's break it down. Let's rap.
So these are darklings.
No.
The hooded creatures.
Hooded creatures are darklings.
Yeah, similar to Juzzy and the ones that ambushed you at the end of the last episode.
But
Okay.
the lady that's eating the body and the green
Is
one.
a crone.
Those are crones.
And a crone is part of the Covenord?
They are at the Covenord.
At the Covenord.
Yeah, which is like a hag lair.
Okay. So we can't tell if the crone is a coven. Member of the coven.
You would assume so
Yeah.
because that's how they normally
Look.
group up.
Okay. Okay.
Like a coven would be like a general descriptor for a group of them.
Okay.
And again, is Carol, do I know that if she was part of a coven or anything? Because she was part of Dagger, but I don't know if she was like witchcraft.
Real fast before I answer that, Micah gave me a good definition to give
Sure.
to Barbara here. Crone is just another term for old witchy woman, aka in this world, a hag.
A hag. Okay.
So
Old hag.
that's why that might be confusing sometimes because I'm using some of these words interchangeably.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're asking because I'm sure some of our listeners are going to be confused about that as well.
I'm just like taking my notes and I'm like, darklings, Covenord, Coven.
And I'm sorry, what was your question, Blaine?
And do I recall if Carol was a part of a coven or any of that stuff?
You know that, being a member of Talon, that she did have dealings with them on occasion.
Oh, okay. Sometimes like how we used to collaborate with I don't know, Cow Chop or Sugar Pie 7, I guess. I don't know.
I say sometimes chocolate collaborates with peanut butter.
That's a better
Sometimes
example.
collaborates. And so Elga saw when she did her perception, she saw to the west there was a bunch of animals.
To the east are the animals. To the west
are like magical items?
are shelves of preserved specimens in jars.
Specimens.
And then to the south, standing behind some stone pillars, is Lewis.
Okay.
Is Lewis just like standing, free roaming, conscious?
Yeah, he's like in a video game, you would say like he's in an idle animation.
Okay.
He's kind of like
Oh, he's just there.
hulking there. Yeah.
Maybe if he doesn't see us, he won't attack us. Even though he might have very well made this ice.
Yeah, I
orb.
don't think he's our
Yeah.
concern at this point.
And what do you want with us?
Dinner.
Yeah, the blue-skinned crone is not really paying much attention to you at the moment. She's eating in a very disgusting manner. However, the green-skinned crone is just staring at you all, like with a totally blank, stoic, like stone-faced look. At that point, the blue-skinned one looks up and says,
Sister Shivey, you haven't even touched the intestines. Why are you staring at them? They won't get out.
I have no concern for their escape. I simply tire of these rotten, stale carcasses the Darklings call food.
Ah, of course. Why eat these lacking leftovers when a fresh meal is right in front of us?
Yes, I think I shall start with the tiefling. The Era Cochrane and the old codger seem less than lively.
How long have we been in here?
a couple minutes.
Is it my glutes? Is that what it's appetizing? I do work them out.
But look at the feral little female. Her muscles look tasty.
No muscles to be seen here. Nothing but skin and bones, as my great-grandmother always told me.
Although you do have like the appeal of like a venison, you know?
Chip, shut up.
She appears to be the perfect age for a haggling.
Hey, what'd you call my friend?
Too true. Let's have the fleshy ones tenderized into meat and suck the souls from the lifeless ones. Sister Shirok can consume those later.
Only one of us shall be doing the sucking in this case.
Lewis!
A pale blue giant stands up behind you all just outside the dome. The blue crone points a frail finger toward you all.
Crush them!
The frost giant lifts up his icy pickaxe and charges straight toward the dome. A section of ice melts in the water and the giant rushes inside the dome and the opening quickly refreezes. Everyone roll initiative.
I was going to say before, can I cast Fast Friends on him?
Fast Friends. Does that have a somatic component to it?
Verbal.
Look at you, verbal only.
Yeah.
You can. I just started reading through it. I'm not sure you're going to cast it, and I already found a potential speed bump. It says a humanoid.
Is the frost giant not?
No, giants are like giants.
Well, that stinks.
Mateed rolled a 9.
Elga and Chip both rolled 21, but Chip has a higher dex.
I kind of wanted to talk to the hags. Like,
Yeah.
Can they hear us? Are we on mute?
This is all happening super fast, yo.
Like a Skype call?
They're hungry. All right. Chip first with a 21.
Whee!
Elga, also with a 21, right behind Chip.
I see you're using that nifty whiteboard there, Dungeon Mister.
Micah brought it in for me.
Oh, that's cute.
One of the enemies is at 18. Barney's at 16. Mateed at 9. And you all did luck out. Lewis rolled an 8.
Could I have cast Fast Friends on one of the witches?
In D&D, they are not considered humanoid. They're not of the humanoid type.
Dang it.
So that's why I pointed out, even before I knew who you were going to target, Lewis, there's not really a humanoid available here. All right, Chip. Hey, you get to go first.
He sure does.
It happened.
And don't forget, you got manacles on.
Oh, well.
Friendship bracelets.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's a name I've not heard in many years.
Okay, so we had that candle, the one that helped us find traps.
You did make it a point to say you're carrying it in your tail.
Yes.
It's an hour, right?
It lasts an hour, so it would still be active.
Could that flame, I mean, do I think that could be enough to melt the chains, the manacles, in a quickly enough manner?
They're ice manacles, you said, right?
Yeah, they are ice manacles. They're pretty sturdy. I mean, maybe given enough time, they could. The ice dome itself is incredibly thick. You think it would take a really long time for that. The manacles, of course, are thinner than the dome of ice, but they're still pretty hardy.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think you could use your lockpicks to try it.
What would that be considered, like a bonus action then?
Sure, why not?
Did the giant enter? How close he is to us now?
He's within the dome with you guys. Let's say about 25 feet away. Okay. 20, 25 feet, somewhere in that range.
Okay, I guess I'm going to use my lockpick, my thieves tools, to see if I can lockpick the frozen manacles.
Go for it. Make let's call it a dexterity check. And just for reference, Chip obviously has these thieves tools. The rest of you, could try slipping out of them or,
I was going to ask if they're breakable.
You could try that.
Dex, not sleight of hand.
Yeah, Dex.
Okay, copy. Just want to make sure. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
22.
Yeah, believe it or not, that actually, that's good enough to do it.
Believe it or not, I'm out of the cuffs.
Maybe it's being close to Talon again, just, reinvigorates the old skills and brings them back, and you're able to make quick work of the lock on the manacles.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I'm going to attack, and since this person, the ice giant, I'm going to attack them, and since they have not used an attack, then I believe that gives me assassination. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Oh.
And it says any hit you score against a creature that is surprise is a critical hit. So I'm going to use the old arm blade of Blarbling.
Blurgle, playing.
That's a 13, and then I'm rolling for advantage.
That's all I hear when that's a Lane references.
That's a lot of. You could reduce a lot of D&D to that. I'm gonna use my Schmurgle Doggle to cast Middle Bop on.
That's a 21.
It's like reading any fantasy novel.
Yeah.
They were making their way back from Schmurgle.
Cavalry. Yeah, that is.
Okay, and should I roll damage or is it critted? Because
it's not a surprise or a sneak attack.
Okay, so what does assassinate do? Help me define assassinate then.
I think if you were hiding, for example, or if you had another enemy within 5 feet of him.
Oh, it's because it's not surprised.
Correct.
I'm a dum. Okay. Normally I would have used like uncanny action or whatever to go hiding and then come out of hiding, but because the thieves tools use my bonus action, I guess that doesn't really work out. Shoot. I think I only rolled like a 4.
But you have advantage on the roll though, right?
Believe it or not.
Well, yeah, but I rolled
attack.
Right, but so since you had advantage on the roll, you're still allowed to add your sneak dice to it because sneak die damage can add any time you have advantage on your attack roll.
I'm so confused. I am so bad at being a rogue.
In order to attack someone, you make your attack roll.
Yes.
Sometimes you have advantage, like you did in this case.
Right, and I rolled a 21.
So when your sneak dice, which is bonus damage, get applied anytime you have advantage on an attack roll. Oh. Typically, the way rogues gain advantage is by having another ally within 5 feet, or by hiding and then jumping out.
Right.
I think that's where the confusion comes from. Okay. Because the hiding and jumping out, that procs assassinate, because then it's a surprise attack.
You know what, Blaine? an early pitch of why we told people they should listen to this show is because it's a show for people who don't know how to play D&D. And I worried that after like us doing this for so long, like we would have grown out of that. But you know what? You're keeping that pitch real.
I do it for the audience.
Hey, we all do it for them.
I'm just the lens for the
100%.
audience.
I'm being a little facetious, but also like, nope, we're all learning how to do this stuff as we go.
okay.
I'm still learning too.
So I rolled a 4, but I get a sneak attack die then.
Correct.
Yes. So then that's 3d6. So I'll roll those. Boop, boop, boop.
Very good. Very good. Very nice.
There we go.
Very
There we
lovely.
go.
This is fun. We're learning about roads.
That's not bad. That's a 13. And then because I use the arm blade of blurbling, I get an additional 1d4 of acid damage. So I'll also roll that. And that there is a tree.
Blade of blurble.
20, a good round number. That 20.
20 points of damage on Lewis the Frost Giant from our old friend Chip Haney.
Hey.
What else do I do, Chip?
I guess because it's the arm blade, I had to get pretty close to him. So, and I can't use disengage because that would have been a bonus action.
Yeah, and so would you provoke attack of opportunity if you tried to get away?
Probably.
Correct.
So you probably shouldn't do that because he's big and strong.
No, I'm gonna provoke attack of opportunity.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna run away. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a plan.
All right.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
So right now, Chip is the only one out of the manacles, though, right?
Correct. And then Chip, withdraws. Lewis takes a swing with his pickaxe,
Yeah.
hitting. Oh, that's a 20. Hitting AC 29, so that's a critical hit.
Oh, he critted on you.
What, and your plan? Not a plan.
Everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
It's a Mike Tyson thing. Isn't it? Well, I was gonna use Hellish Rebuke, but I don't know
Heckish
if
Rebuke?
I'm alive. Heckish Rebuke. I wanted to use Heckish Rebuke if I'm still alive.
Are you able to?
Well, he's got to see what the damage is.
Yeah. Let's see if I survive.
So 9 plus 4 is 13.
Okay.
Plus 24 is 37 points of piercing
I'm
damage.
still kicking, baby. That's all the blood.
Heckish rebuke.
All right.
Blood?
Yeah, the ice is red now. It's like you're at a hockey game.
I love snow cones.
That was a good hit. Pull my finger, and then I use Heckish Rebuke on him.
I'm just curious, was that your plan, was to proc a hit and so you could use your Heckish Rebuke?
Okay, my plan was, yes, to absolutely
Gotcha,
proc a
gotcha.
hit. But I thought because it was going to be attack of opportunity, I was like, it's probably going to be a lower level hit. It's not going to be like some big cantrip attack.
Yeah.
No, this
follow
dude
you.
wiped me out.
I follow you.
Well, the thing is, it's a giant, right? So it's like giants are incredibly strong.
Yeah. Jeez, I need to stop acting like I'm some sort of cannon. Because
I
I'm
know.
not.
We're
I'm
only
a
level
rogue.
6.
So I use Heckish Rebuke, and that's 3d10. I will say that it's also it's fire damage.
Yes.
So I don't know if that gives me any additional, but I'm rolling that, and that is Jesus.
You rolled a 1, and a 2
Oh my god.
4 points of damage.
out of a potential 30. Out
that
of a
Heckish
potential 30.
Rebuke.
Yeah.
Lewis will take that trade any day. 4 points of damage for
Oh my
37
God.
points of damage.
You rolled a 1, and a 2 out of 3d10.
Yeah, let's keep replaying that moment back, guys. Come on. Barney, you have any
Do you have
commentary?
any lucky left?
Wow, that was really unimpressive.
Thank you, Barney. Lucky's only for d20s. in
Could
my life.
I?
Oh, I have inspiration.
You do have an inspiration
Does that
die.
do anything for me?
Does that
That's a D20.
But I'll give you an inspiration.
I
die.
love that Blaine is just like putting his arms out and just like, guys,
Papa.
guys.
I spent all my allowance already.
It's so
I'll
good
give you my next 2 inspiration die.
for inspiration today.
Okay, well, that being said, I was running away.
Yeah.
I'm going to, and I have.
Is Chip able to
40
run still?
He's got a little limp.
I'm gonna limp, but I have 40 walking speed. I'm gonna just get as far away from this guy as possible and put everyone else between me and him.
I like to think you're cowering behind Elga. Because
It's okay, Chip.
Elga's the smallest and toughest.
Chip is
Tiny
Chip
little
is left.
girl, please.
Chip is actually left and is gone.
He has a boo-boo and he's crying.
Well, how big is this dome actually?
If he was able to run in Mel's little section and like fit inside there with us, it must be pretty big.
It's pretty big. And don't forget, there are 4 frost pillars that seem to be supporting the dome that you could hide behind as well.
So if you take down one of the pillars, you take down the dome.
It's about 55 to 60 feet across.
That's pretty big.
So
Because you all were
that's
in the
diameter?
middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you all were in the middle, and I said Lewis was about 25 feet away.
55. Okay. By that math, I have enough to run to the wall, slam on it, say, please God, let me out. Just figure out that doesn't work, and then hide behind a frost pillar.
There you go.
I'm in my head, I'm imagining those videos of like cats when they're stuck outside and they're just doing that like constant paw at the window.
What's up, Stinky fam? It's me, Barbara, here to chat with you guys directly. You know, we've been talking about first membership for a while and how important it is to us. Well, we cannot stress it enough. We would not be able to do what we do without the support of our first members, which are essentially like our patrons. So, to celebrate and to also maybe get some more of you guys on board, we're celebrating all month long in January, also known as Stinkuary. Yes, it's an official holiday. We've called the president. It's happening. But we'll be seeing how many subscribers and merch sales we could raise throughout the month of January, hopefully unlocking some cool new things in 2024, including some mini adventures run by each of us, including me. Yes, that means I might DM my very first mini campaign, and I'm terrified. So make it happen, y'all. As well as some first only exclusive merch, maybe second win for our Infinite campaign. Ooh, maybe an Infinite campaign module. Ooh, you never know. But signing up for first makes it possible for us to unlock these new things that we could do. So if you are interested, go to stinkydragonpod.com/first to see all the details. But just a quick little rundown of some benefits you guys get as a first member. You get access to ad-free content and special subscriber content like deep dives into the lore, player decisions of the campaign, and so much more over on stinkydragonpod.com. You get an ad-free podcast RSS feed. So that means if you listen to this podcast on audio platforms, you could subscribe to a specific RSS feed that you get access to as a first member, which you could find at stinkydragonpod.com/RSS. You get an exclusive Discord event over at the Stinky Dragon Pod Discord. That's stinkydragonpod.com/Discord, as well as merch discounts all year round at stinkydragonpod.com/store, and so much more. I know I'm rambling on a bunch, but that's because there's so much cool stuff you can get with First. And it also really supports us, as we always mention. It's a win-win on both sides. And then lastly, all of this, the big month of January, Stinkuary, will culminate in a big ol' super stinky stream on January 26th, where we're going to be doing a special 8-hour D&D adventure live as we make our final push for those subscribers. So that's going to be so much fun, and we really hope you guys will join us on January 26th for that live stream. And you know, if you're already a first member and you want to still support the show, you could also gift first members at stinkydragonpod.com/store. So there's always ways to support, even if you are already a wonderful supporter of ours. Thank you guys so much. I know we're talking about this a lot, but it really is because it's so important to us and continuing to make the show, which we all love making. So yeah, head over to stinkydragonpod.com/first. And thank you guys for listening to me ramble on and on. Stay stinky, you little stinkers.
What is something that works so well it feels like magic? What comes to mind to me are things like noise-canceling headphones, cars that drive themselves, and of course, selling with Shopify. In case you don't already know, Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the "did we just hit $1 million" stage? Shopify is there to help you grow. Shopify makes it easy for you to show up exactly the way you want to. You can customize your online store to your style with gorgeous, flexible templates and powerful tools. Plus, no matter where you're selling, Shopify has you covered, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. And once you start selling, Shopify makes getting paid simple by instantly accepting every type of payment. I have so many friends who started businesses and they all use Shopify. Maybe not at first, but eventually they all figured out this is the best system. It just works. It's easy and it really helps your business grow. And it works for all sizes: small, big, medium, and tiny. So go sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/dragon, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/dragon now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/dragon.
And with that, I am done.
That's a good start to the fight.
There you go.
24 damage
Yeah.
is
More I thought it was like 37.
No, he did
Chip did
24.
24.
which is like that's a bad day for Mateed, let's be honest. And for you, Elga.
I mean, wait till Mateed's turn and then I screw up every single roll I do.
I hope you don't. I hope you outdo me.
Well, Elga, it's your turn. What do you want? What are you thinking here?
Well, I want to rage first.
Do it.
Despite all her rage,
'Cause I
she's
assume
still
I'm
just
not
a bat in a cage.
Still raging.
Pretty good.
Correct.
And then, did you say trying to like break the manacles would be a action, bonus action?
We'll give it as a bonus. We'll say bonus.
But I can't do 2 bonus actions because raging is a bonus.
Oh,
Right.
correct. You could try it as an action.
I have a thing called Cloak of Displacement. I want to call back to that, which gives people attacking me a disadvantage. Is that still a thing?
Does it give you disadvantage or does it?
It says while you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. I'm so sorry. I will take the hit because I didn't call that out sooner.
No, let's roll it. I'm not going to re-roll damage. We'll just get rid of if it still hits, we'll just get rid of the crit damage.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that deal. You're a fair dungeon mister. 19.
So it still would have hit, but that's not a crit.
Wow, you rolled
so I get 20 points back.
You get 24 points back.
Oh, that's a lot of
points. And that's right, John. I almost got a 20 again. That was so close.
The fact that you were that close.
You roll it. Oh my, and it's even higher damage.
Remember last episode when Gus was all sad because he kept missing us on everything and those like cloak guys kept dropping?
Yeah, it's not great. All right, I'm sorry. So that was a quick temporal displacement. Woo. Chip feels a little better. Elga, you're trying to decide what to do about these manacles.
Could I actually not rage and instead as my bonus action just try to break these manacles?
Sure.
Because I feel like I can't really do much if I'm shackled.
Probably smart.
As a weapon wielding person.
You want to try to do a strength check and break out of them?
Yeah.
Okay. How does Elga do that? Like stomping on them or trying to tear your arms apart?
I think she just tries to pull her arms apart. And while she's doing it, she goes...
She just gnaw at it like the feral little creature she is.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Okay. Dang it. It's a 10. I'm going to use my inspiration die.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay, cool. 22.
Nice. Oh, okay. That's much better. Yeah. You begin almost like a stretch, when you wake up in the morning and you put your arms in different directions, but you do it with such power and force that you're able to shatter the ice and
so easily.
Yeah, and free yourself.
Okay, cool. And let's see. I'm trying to decide. I have this new item, the Harmonica of Hotness, which casts. It produces a flame with blue fire. So I wonder if using that in the situation we're in to melt the dome or hurt the snow beast somehow.
How are we all bound up exactly? What are we attached to? Is it those pillars?
You're attached to each other.
To each other.
Yeah. So now I'm not attached to you guys anymore.
I think it's only Barney and Mateed now.
But are we attached to anything else besides each other?
No.
Okay. Barney and Mateed are just attached to each other and that's all that's left.
I would, if I could give advice, I would say don't worry about the fire and worry about taking down Lewis. But that's my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have that in case we figure something out to do with.
It feels like we have a pressing engagement in the form of a giant ice dude in front of us.
Yes, definitely. And I'm also going to run up to him with my great axe of gaining and swipe at him.
Left or right?
Left. Left swipe.
That's not a match.
It's a 17.
That hits.
Yeah, that's gotta hit.
Way to go.
And I'm not raging, so I don't do bonus to this.
Correct.
But that's 8 points of damage.
Pretty good.
And then I just want to check something because I'm also wearing something new, the Shawl of Sanguine.
Cape.
Yes.
You said it was a cape, yeah.
It is a cape, but it's called the shawl.
I know. I was being cheeky because you said it was a cape to you.
It's got a couple features to it.
Okay. There's only something when I'm raging, and I'm not raging, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I am going to hit again with my great axe.
Okay.
For my second attack, and that is a 22, which hits, I imagine.
Yes.
Doing 9 points of damage.
So that's a total of 17 points of damage from the barbarian.
Yes. I think that's all I could do since I used my bonus to break those shackles. So I'm done.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to proc an attack of opportunity? Could be fun.
I mean, the shawl that I have now, it says when a creature hits you with an attack, you can expend a charge and use your reaction to Bind your vitality to the attacker and force them to share your pain.
Don't do it. It's
The
not. It's not
attacker
worth
takes
it.
damage equal to the damage you took.
I'd wait till you're raging for that one, personally.
Okay.
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 Good talk,
okay,
Elga.
Chip. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Chip. Yes, very nice.
And just for clarity, that is when you get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm saying like if I provoked an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, and since it uses a reaction, that would mean that in that turn you would not have an attack of opportunity. Like you could not make an attack of opportunity because an attack of opportunity is also a reaction.
Gotcha.
D&D rules for beginners. Well, for everyone.
D&D rules.
Was that it? That you said that was it for you, Elga?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the crone's turn. The blue one. She's
Wait, they're in here. They're outside the dome.
She's outside the dome. She's still by the table. Okay. She's like clapping and hopping foot to foot, laughing.
That's your action. That's all you get.
She's like a bigger Salacious Crumb from Return of the Jedi.
Could Barney laugh with her?
That's good.
Sure, yeah. She pauses, looks around, and then begins laughing again. A little awkward.
We have them right where we want them.
Well, speaking of which, Barney, it is your turn after Barney is Mateed.
Can I do a free action to ask the giant why he's attacking us? I don't know if that can.
Yeah,
I
mean,
have a
I'll let you
combo?
do it. Just as Barney, say what you would want to say.
Louis, why are you fighting us? We have a gift for you.
Oh.
That made me genuinely laugh. Make me a wisdom check, please, Barney.
16.
Okay, now make me a persuasion check. Well, we'll call it a deception check instead.
I could have a gift.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Dude.
That could have been anybody.
Leave that in the edit.
Obviously. Otherwise, I would have done it away from the microphone.
16.
Those are good. 16, 17. You talk to Louis, but you remember something from the last time you saw Louis.
Yeah.
Something that you all realized. You recognize an all-consuming anger in his eyes that you see every now and then in a fellow party member of yours.
Can you figure that
makes
out?
them very difficult to reason with.
Mateed, he's got the same curse that you have.
Fantastic good looks. Is that what you're talking about?
So he's
That is
like,
correct.
He's not necessarily listening or
so he's under a spell.
Well, it's not that he's under a spell.
I think it's rage.
Oh, I can hear him. He's saying bat over and over again.
No, that's just me. My voice sounds deep and echoey inside this ice chamber. But
So he's not really, his mind's
Is
not
that what
really
that
open
burp
to discussions.
I can't remember all of the details of rage because I've never played a barbarian.
They take.
How do you get around?
Yeah.
How do you circumnavigate a rage?
I mean, you have it stop, make it stop fighting.
You have to give him damage, I think, right?
No,
I think,
that helps it rage.
You avoid damage?
Yeah, it doesn't attack or it doesn't do damage for a full turn.
No, but if you damage him.
Yeah.
That makes him angrier.
Yeah.
That works into the rage.
Wait,
plays
do
into
I
it.
have that too?
Yeah, like you need to either take damage or attack every turn or your rage goes away.
Ah.
Normally you attack every turn, which is
Yeah.
why it's not an issue.
Gotcha.
Guys, we need to attack with love.
Yeah, basically, if he hasn't attacked any of us or taken damage.
Barney, kiss him.
Go on, Barney.
Well, can I move? Am I like,
You're manacled.
I'm manacled, so I can't move.
Yeah, you're stuck with Mateed. I'll say Mateed's turn is right after yours. If Mateed wants to share some movement with you, we can. I'll let you all coordinate that.
I still have spirit guardians going,
Little
right?
collaboration.
Because it's 10 minutes, but it like we got ambushed immediately during that fight.
It'd still be
and
going
then-
on.
It is concentration. You didn't do anything else that requires concentration?
He hasn't had a turn. Although, were you joking when you said you were making your hut?
That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, you're preparing a hut.
Does that
Let me see.
does that
Let me
break
read.
concentration? Because if so, then I did do that.
Let me read up on that. Well, because saying you were like preparing it is kind of amorphous, right? But let me look at what the hut says real fast.
This is what happens when we joke too much. Can you guys take this show
Just really
seriously?
Yeah. Sorry.
Takes a minute to cast. That's the downside. Normally I'd say it doesn't, but the fact that the hut takes a minute and you said you were preparing makes me think you would focus on that more.
Well, I was doing it as a ritual, if that matters.
Oh, that does matter. I'll say you still have it up. Why not? You still have spirit guardians.
What a
going.
generous god.
That is generous. I'll take it. Thank you.
Kind dungeon mister.
Dungeon
Can we get
master.
closer? My guardians are spirited. Near.
What?
I'm trying to talk to Mateed.
Oh, I didn't
Can we go
know.
closer?
How does that coordinate where I can move with Barney?
Your turns are right right next to each other. I'll say if you do want to use some of your movement right now, you can use it. It'll just eat up the movement from your turn as well.
Sure, why not?
Yes, and
So how far away is he? Can we move within 15 feet?
Yeah, he's currently about 25, 30 feet away. So you just need to move 15 feet up, we'll call it.
I've decided I want to
Okay.
do something specific with this movement because of who Mateed is and what you're asking. We have to dance that way.
Yes.
Barney, do you accept this dance?
Dance.
Of course.
2 performance checks.
Ballroom style, I lead.
Okay.
I pull out my castanets.
You have castanets.
Should I take out my harmonica?
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
19.
It's beautiful ballroom dancing. They gracefully glide across the frozen floor.
It's like the one part of the Haunted Mansion when you look down and all the ghosts are dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Or True Lies.
Well, I
Or True
I was
Lies.
trying to make a reference to 2 ghosts, but
Yeah, True Lies.
Arnold and who's that? Jamie Lee Curtis are dead
Jamie
the
Lee
entire
Curtis, yeah.
movie.
If you watch the director's cut, it makes sense.
If we get, can we get within 15 feet of it?
Absolutely.
Okay, we get within 15 feet of it, in which case the spirit guardians procs.
So it happens when
so I
they
was
come
reading
up
that.
and then at the top of each of its turns?
When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
So yeah, this would be a turn.
So
Yeah.
okay.
This is an investment.
That's how I would use it in Baldur's Gate 3. I'd move my cleric up,
Yeah.
hurt people, then on their turn it would proc again and they'd try to run away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I'd if I had the movement, I'd go in and out.
Yeah,
in and
it's
out.
so great.
Barbara was there. She knows.
So they,
Oh, I remember.
if you can make a wisdom saving throw.
The barbarian hill giant is not very wise, to the surprise of no one. It's a DC 17, right?
Yes.
It's got a +1 on wisdom, so I need a 16 or better. I rolled a 9, which is a 10.
Yay.
Okay, that's 16 points of radiant damage.
Ow. You're not nice.
No.
You almost murdered Chip at the top of this.
I took it back.
I mean, yeah, he was gracious enough.
Then can we take a step back?
Yeah.
Just take it one step back, so we're now slightly out of the
it's a
range.
dance.
How you have to ask Mateed too.
You're doing the thing that I did.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we on the dance we dance back just like a foot or two so that we're the hill giant.
You
is
got to
no-
move 5 in D&D.
Okay, we do a step back, a 5-foot step back, and then can I use my bonus action to how much damage you take, boy?
Oh, that was I think 9. It was above 19, wasn't it? 19? How much was it, Gus?
No.
I don't remember.
It
It was 17 or so?
I started out with 39. I'm at 26, so I think it was 20.
Because you added
Three?
24 to your final number. So what was your final number?
I'm at 26 right now.
So you're hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my bonus action
It was
to
13.
do appeal of alleviation. You regain 1d6 plus 5 hit points to 2 creatures I can see.
You roll or I roll?
I will roll it.
He's the one
And then-
healing.
Kind old man. Thank you. You get extra pudding on your next meal.
Are you the cook of our party?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it.
Let him cook.
So that's 3 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 5. So that's 8. And that goes to 2 people. So I'll go to Chip.
And
I'm down 5.
And who else?
I'm down
Who else
5.
needs it?
you probably should give it to Mateed.
I'm down 5 HP.
You're down. I'm down 5 and
I'm down 8.
Oh, give it to the barbarian.
No, 6. 6.
Just give it to the
But
barbarian.
also, like, I have the most HP.
okay.
Let the barbarian
I
win.
can do it.
Whimpers.
I'll do it to my wonderful dance partner.
What's and this is heals or is this
a heal.
temper? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's like you took a little sip of your favorite drink
Like a cup of joe.
or a cup of Joseph.
And then
Nice.
That's
and
the
then
best.
I say, "Take me away, Mateed." Like as in dance. It's both a dance, but also a suggestion that if Mateed wanted to fly. And now I end my turn.
Take it away.
All right. So then that segues perfectly into Mateed's turn.
Man, I don't know how you
All right,
follow that
Mateed,
up.
mess him up.
Yeah. Well, I'm still attached to a cleric.
A very alive cleric.
Don't go there.
Yeah. Funny enough, I have thieves' tools.
Hey,
You do?
I do. I've had them from the beginning. I basically was like, I was jealous how often Kyborg got to use them, so I added them to my character. This just never had a reason to use them yet. So yeah, can I, what was it, a dex check?
Yeah, it was.
That's only a 12. Would that do it or no?
No, that's just a little short of what you need.
Can I inspiration dice it?
You can try, sure.
Sure, why not? Let's just see.
I feel like it's not going to pass. Our inspiration dice have been
23.
terrible. Okay, all right. Maybe it's just mine. I got to look at inspiration dice.
He's projecting.
Yeah, you mess around with the lock a bit, and at first it seems like it's really stuck, and you're not sure what's going on with it, and then a vision comes to you of a one-armed elf using thieves' tools willy-nilly.
Wow.
And
Don't do it like that.
It makes you, it fills you with so much envy that it powers you up and enables you to pick the manacles.
Now a good time to plug the fact that we have a Kyborg t-shirt available at
Oh, we do.
store.roosterteeth.com, which is a
Hey.
really awesome, cool shirt.
It is kind of cool seeing people wear my character around.
It's an awesome, cool shirt for awesome, cool people.
Yeah.
And a Kyborg themed episode of Stinky Dragon Adventures.
That you should watch while
probably
you
out
wear
right
the
now.
shirt.
Probably out right now.
Oh, it's been out for a while now at this point.
Yeah, at this
Check it
point.
out. All right, back to the game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my bonus action. So then I'm going to, man, what do I want to do? I don't have a bonus action anymore, so I'm kind of limited in what I want to do.
Does that technically free Barney too?
Well, Barney's still manacled, so he can move freely on his
Yeah.
own, but he's restricted in his
hands.
movements. Yes.
I'm going to use I haven't used this in a bit. Sling of the Sandstorms.
Da-da-da-da.
Aha.
Gus
I
got back
decided to
down to
stand for a second. I'm like, oh, I can stand while we're playing D&D. And like to race back down to the microphone.
There you go.
I'm actually going to use Sandstorm.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.
Well, it kind of repeats it for a while.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Da-da-da-da.
How far am I since we moved back from Lewis?
You're probably 20 feet away because Barney said he would move back 5 feet, and then you were 15 feet away to proc the Spirit Guardians, which means you're about 20 away.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. So what
Yeah.
Sandstorm does is it uses an stop. You may expend 3 charges of your weapon to create a whirlwind of coarse sand in a 20-foot sphere centered on you. So I need to get, that's 10 feet from him, yeah?
Is it a
20-foot sphere. So that's the size of the
Yeah.
sphere centered on me. So it's 10
correct?
feet
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius. What's the circumference of that sphere?
All creatures of your choice in the area have to make a dexterity
5 times
saving throw.
diameter.
The DC for the saving throw is equal to 12 plus your proficiency bonus. On a failed save, they take 4d8 slashing damage and are blinded until the end of their next turn. On a
Wow.
success, they only take half the damage. Feels like a good use of just an action for the moment. What is my proficiency? Bonus is +3, so it's a DC save of 15.
DC save. What kind of DC? Well, what kind of save?
Dex save. Dex save.
Dex
and start that
is
dexterous.
+4, so I need an 11 or better.
Uh-oh.
11 or better.
You can do it.
I didn't do it.
Yay!
Curses. I rolled a 7, which is an 11.
Okay, then I will roll 4d8.
Do better than my Heckish Rebuke.
Yeah, 24.
That's better.
I declare a thumb war.
You know what? I don't know if you remember this about Lewis.
I don't.
I think this made you all mad last time.
Oh, he's got that legendary resistance. Little butt wipe.
Don't
he
you do it.
succeeded on the save.
Don't you? No.
Okay.
What does he have again that gives him that?
Cheat codes.
Sometimes we talked about this in an episode of Second Wind, I believe, at the time.
yeah.
If you listen to it, but sometimes some creatures in D&D have this ability called legendary resistance, where if they fail a saving throw, they can choose to succeed it instead.
Okay.
Cool.
Good reminder. Still takes 12 slashing damage.
Ow.
Not blinded.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm 10 feet from him, which is great. And how tall is this dome?
So it's got a 30-foot. Oh God, do I need to do some math? So it's it's a 30-foot radius. So it's about at the peak in the middle.
30.
It's 30 feet. Yeah, high. And then since it's a sphere, it tapers down on the sides.
I like that distance because Lewis is a giant, but giant in the sense that he's probably like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, how big are giants?
Giants can be pretty big. So the size category for Lewis is a huge giant. You all, are, as humanoids, are medium. So yeah, it's probably about, I would say it's probably about 15 feet tall.
How many Elgas is he?
That's about 4 Elgas, I believe.
Yeah, about.
Okay, then I'd get further away from him if I go not up, but away. So I'm going to go, where is he in the dome? Is he centered?
At the southern portion of the dome.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I have, God, how much movement did we do in our dance, Chris?
Well, how far were
You
we?
moved up 15 and back 5, so you used 20.
Okay, so I was about to say I have 20 walking speed, but what's better than walking, everybody? Flying.
Flying.
Hovering. Oh.
Show me flying.
Yeah,
Swimming.
I have a 65 feet flying speed, so I'm going to go all the way to the far back of the dome, away from him.
65-foot flying. So
I could go back 40 feet if I wanted to, but I'll just get back about 20 feet from him, just so I'm not too far from him. Okay, so
Great.
I'm about 30 feet from this giant. Cool. I can jump really far too, but I just never do it.
yeah,
That
because you
probably
can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks so graceful, though, seeing Mateed just go, wow. Dun.
Then I jump.
Like anti-gravity.
Yeah.
I'll save the last dance. I don't know.
Barney looks off at Mateed longingly.
Oh.
One more dance.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's my things. My casting.
Yeah.
Your music.
Some Roxanne from Moulin Rouge starts intensifying.
You don't have to turn on the red light. Different Roxanne. Roxanne.
So, I based on what I'm taking a second here because you did something there, John, that really gave me pause and it made me think about whether or not I should warn you all about something. And I'm deciding to be benevolent, so I'm going to warn you. Since Lewis is so big and his weapon is so big, normally attacks of opportunity only proc within 5 feet of a creature. Lewis procs attacks of opportunity within 10 feet.
Oh.
However, he had already attacked Chip, so he does not have another attack of opportunity. So you were only 10 feet away, Mateed, so he would have attack of opportunity to you there when you left, but he's already used his attack of opportunity.
You're welcome.
And I'm
Do
only
you
bringing
only
it up.
ever have one attack of opportunity? I thought
It's
it
a
was like
It's a reaction.
Yeah.
So
Per turn.
I'm telling you now, in case this comes up again in a future round in this combat right now.
Smart.
noted.
Then I'm safe and dancing like a fiend.
Okay.
They're a maniac on the
It's
floor.
like, but it's
In
ice
the air.
dancing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, is Mateed like ice skating?
Yeah. Yeah. I got little talons on
Do
my
they,
feet.
I was going to say, like, that
that's
make like
cool.
little blades.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I want fan art of that.
They lift up, like they're dancing on the ground and then lift up and begin like dancing into the air.
Yeah.
So graceful.
That's
It's
so cool.
beautiful. Okay.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so it's Lewis's turn, and Lewis is
He doesn't need a turn.
Lewis is a simple giant, a simple raging giant, and Lewis tries to squish whoever's closest. And at the moment, I believe that's Elga.
Yay.
Yay!
Hey!
Well, she's the one raging. No, she's not raging. Oh, no.
Yeah,
No,
that's
boo.
okay. But it's okay.
First thing Lewis does is pick up a giant rock and throw it at you, Elga. Hitting AC 26.
Rocks.
Yeah, that hit.
And
That song helped me figure out I was a bisexual.
fun
I
fact.
guess I shouldn't have had us move out of the range of Spirit Guardians. I don't know why I did that.
I rolled a 1 on damage, so that's only 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Nice.
He used all of his luck on his fake attack against Blaine.
There is some cold damage associated with that as well, and that is 8.
I'm resistant to cold damage.
So you take half of that. You take 4.
Really?
So a total
Over
of
8.
5.
Right. Yeah.
Total of 5?
Yeah, between the 2 attacks. It's 1 plus 4.
I was curious. What's the source of your cold resistance?
It is my Fang Frost, my
Ah.
dagger.
The dagger.
Yeah, it gives me
Good
what's it
use
called?
of it.
Resistance to cold.
But I will give it to Chip someday.
One day.
Someday.
One day.
If he is good.
Lewis roars and closes the distance, swinging a pickaxe at you, Elga.
And wouldn't he take, he'd enter in the...
Oh, yeah, he would enter the Spirit Guardians again.
Ah, dumb bubblegum.
Yeah. Roll. I guess I'll roll my
DC
save first.
17?
17.
All because you wanted to hurt
Oh,
a little
17.
child.
Okay, well,
Half?
you still take 9 damage.
Dab.
of radiant.
All right.
Dab. Thank you for
Dab.
Thank you for letting the audience know you're dabbing.
They gotta know.
He did dab
I
in
did
person
dab
too.
He did dab on those haters.
All
Gus
of us?
never dabs without
No,
it.
actually, Gus dabs a lot. Okay.
Yeah. I saw an animated GIF of Bill Gates dabbing once, and that's been my inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, so half of that, 9 points of radiant damage. He still continues his charge, running straight at Elga.
Again?
No, it's the continuation
pickaxe.
of that. Yeah, with swinging the pickaxe. Ooh, hitting AC 27 again.
Yep.
Doing 17 points of piercing damage.
Could I also use
Dang.
a charge of my shawl,
Oh yeah, we just talked about this.
my shared suffering?
Yeah.
So you share in my pain. The attacker takes damage equal to the damage you took.
We actually have enough things now to be like improvisationally helpful and useful in combat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I've been kind of lamenting the fact that Chip's very weak, but I have a lot of abilities that would allow me to get out of damage.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Like Hellish
that Cloak of
Rebuke,
Displacement
Hellish
is
Rebuke
huge.
is actually a lot of possible damage.
Yeah, except for when you roll a 4.
That's why I said possible.
Yeah.
So Lewis roars and says,
Little one go squish.
And big ones also go squish at the same time. So little me.
Nice comeback, Elga.
all right, it's Chip's turn, then after
So
Chip.
you took 17 points
Yes,
too?
I did. And then after Chip is Elga.
Hey, it's me. It's Chip Aney. Pleasure to see you. I want to start out by using my cunning action to hide
Ooh.
into the shadows. Ooh la la.
With Alec Baldwin.
Do I roll a stealth check?
Yes.
Okay, I have advantage on that because of the
Yes.
sneakers of Lost Souls. It's a 15 and a 25.
Okay, I made my roll.
And how did that go for me? Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to do? Okay.
As far as you know, you're sneaking.
You're the worst. How is Lewis looking?
Very big and very strong.
But like,
He'll never tell us how much HP a character has.
sure.
I don't think we've done a ton to Lewis so far.
As Captain America says, I could do this all day.
All right, nerd.
I have a feeling we have to do something else.
I'm gonna.
You've done a good amount of damage. Yeah. He's hurt, but he's a beefy boy.
Okay, I want to look at this pillar that I'm hiding behind, and can I ascertain whether or not this is a structure? Is this a load-bearing beam?
Chip was in the volunteer fire department, correct?
Oh
sure
yeah.
So Chip understands like load-bearing walls and like what would cause a building to fall down.
Yeah.
He should have an advantage on those.
Yeah, why don't you make an investigation check with advantage?
Okay.
There we go.
Let's see. Well, that's a 6. Let me rub my eyes a little bit, and that's a 16.
Yeah, got to get the blood out from the eyes.
Yeah.
from taking all that. You know, normally you don't deal, or I guess in your dealings with the fire brigade, you didn't deal with dome structures like this. However,
Okay.
you do believe that these 4 pillars are helping to bear at least some of the load of the dome.
I was gonna attack Lewis, but I'm wondering if that's even worth it, or if I should just
What is it? Let's talk this through. What is it you think this dome is doing for Lewis?
keeping us trapped in here. But I guess that's true. I don't know if it's powering him. I don't think that's a thing. What the heck? I'll just attack him. I feel like there's like an ulterior mission thing that we need to do, but I can't figure out what that is.
We never
Well,
can.
We did see that there was a bunch of animals on one side.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like body parts, specimens.
Chip, make me
Yeah.
an Arcana check.
Arcana.
And then to the south, there
Yeah,
was
mama.
Lewis.
16.
Lewis, right? She's now in here with us.
16. Yeah, you're rolling really good, huh?
No,
Chip's got a +4 in Arcana. That's impressive.
It's fine.
That's not bad.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Is Chip an egghead?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I might have been in the. What's the top 10% of your graduating class? Magnum cum laude? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, guys, but yeah, I was a bit of an egghead.
So, looking at the pillars has made you look at the dome
Okay.
to try to think about how this all plays together, right?
Okay.
And, when you're looking at the dome and trying to think about what's holding the structure up and how is this all working, you have the realization that someone must be concentrating to maintain this dome of ice. And you believe that it must be one of the crones.
Okay.
He's probably the one that's looking at us all serious.
Oh, yeah.
Make a perception check now, Chip.
This is not my best of rolls.
Lot of
Here we
checks.
go.
Come on,
10.
perceptive.
Luckily, this was a very low roll. Again, this is all one thing leads to another in this thought process and in this line of thinking. So you look over at the crones and you realize that only the blue-skinned one is still there. The green one has disappeared and is no longer standing there at the table.
Blue skin was
Green
the
was the one
one
staring at
eating.
us.
The green was one staring at us. The blue one was the one like,
Eating.
why aren't you eating your food?
Exactly.
She's not there. She's not eating anymore.
No.
The green one is just gone.
The green one's
green
gone.
one was
Yeah.
never eating.
Yeah, that was the one that was staring at you all.
Great. Does that mean that they're in here somewhere? Oh, God.
And then to answer, I kind of step back and to go off of what Barbara was saying. There's not necessarily like one right or wrong way to approach a lot of these encounters. There's many different things you could try to do. So it's not like you're necessarily doing the wrong thing or there's something you should be doing.
It's more of if there's ways around certain things.
For
there probably are better ways and worse ways. I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, for instance, no matter how many hints they try to give us that the big villain that we're fighting has is poisoned by a rock near us that we could use, we don't need to do that ever in order to defeat the big baddie. They could even name the entire arc of that campaign after the big baddie's weakness, and we don't have to do it. I'm making a reference to Paralyte's poison from Infinite Game.
I got it. Yeah, I got it this time.
Yeah. Yeah. We aren't a bunch of eggheads on this podcast.
Yeah. Not a bunch of Magnum cum laude.
I was a very average student.
Bunch of cracked eggs is what we are.
Couldn't get into Yamford.
Can I attempt to get out of the ice dome? I'm going to attempt to get out.
He's just taking this little arm blade and just ice picking it
I mean, I think that honestly, that's like I'm looking through my items right now, and I think that that's the best that I can do.
Don't you have a bomb?
A bomb?
Bomb. You can't say bomb on an
Could you
airplane.
shoot? What this dome is it like? Are there bars?
No. It's just a solid ice dome.
solid. It's solid.
Don't you have a thing called a bomb?
I do have a bomb.
I thought
I
you
like
did.
how John knows your inventory better than you do.
Guys, I have a bomb. This is something that I procured way back with Uyghur.
Yeah, that came from Uyghur. It does provide a little bit of an explosion.
Uh-huh.
In fact, actually, you saw Uyghur use one in your combat when you all fought him.
Right.
It's not like a giant bomb, not a giant explosion.
Right.
It's pretty small.
I want to put it up to the should I put it up to the wall or the pillar? I gotta put it up to the wall and see if it makes a big enough hole that I can crawl out with my little tiefling buns.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take it out of my inventory. Goodbye, bomb.
Bum, bum.
What relevant roles would you like me to have? Or do I just let her rip? Also, there's a wick that I need to light. I still have that candle from earlier. That's being held by my tail.
So you toss the bomb. Oh, yeah. Do you toss it or do you try to adhere it up to the side of the ice?
I toss it into the corner, like where the wall meets the ground. I just want to tuck it right up to that, and then maybe use this. I'm still hiding, and then I kind of want to use the pillar as cover, just in case the blast radius.
Okay. You toss the bomb over to the edge of the dome, the ice dome, and it detonates, spewing out acid everywhere. Getting acid on, it's not fire, but it's still acid. Not perfect for the situation, but it still helps. And it does seem to weaken a little bit of the dome, but it doesn't blast clear through.
Okay. I have some movement seed, and I also have Glurbo gloves, which gives me acid resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this would be an armor strike, and that was kind of my action. Is there anything I can do with the remainder of my turn to help push this process along?
What would happen if Chip, I'm asking the dungeon mister this, is there a version of this where Chip would just run straight at this weakened portion of the dome and just try to Kool-Aid Man through this thing?
Yeah, you know that one comic still from I think it's The Dark Knight Returns, where Batman is in a ball,
yeah,
and he just blasts through a wall.
Is he facing forward? Is he facing backwards? We don't know. Sorry, that's a comic book thing. Everybody looks at that because it's a silhouette, and everyone always has an argument of whether he's facing forward or backwards because you can't tell. Sorry.
The deep cut. Yeah, we could try to make this work. You got to help me figure this out, though. How would we do this canonically? You try to ball up and somersault your way in.
I push off the pillar to offer me some additional momentum. I run and I just put all of my weight into as small and concentrated of a ball.
I love this.
To just blast through this hole as possible.
This is great.
Yeah, let's figure out some rolls to see if we can make this happen.
Roll for
Make
backflip.
Let's.
Yeah, make a, what is that? Not acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Here it comes.
You got it.
Chipaney.
Wow, wow, wee, wow. That's a 21.
Backhand spring. Jump.
Great. And now let's figure out how much damage or what kind of damage would that be. So you're able to, successfully tuck yourself and get yourself in the correct orientation to approach the wall.
Groovy.
And you hit it. It's not moving. It doesn't have any dexterity. It can't get out of the way. I don't know. Make me what kind of damage do you do for an unarmed strike? I'll tell you what. You're pretty inventive here. Let's call it roll a d8. See what kind of damage you do to it.
D8. Watch out. 4.
Pretty good. Yeah, you hit it pretty firmly, and again, it cracks even more, but it's not quite enough to burst all the way through. There is definitely a weak spot in the wall right here, though.
Okay.
It looks pretty weak.
I like this progress.
I think I've eaten up enough time. I guess if I have any remaining movement speed, back up to the pillar and then still be hiding from Lewis, but prep myself for another run.
I like it.
Great. Elga, you're up. Then after Elga is an enemy, and then Barney.
I would like to rage, please.
Rawr.
What form are you taking?
I'm going to take... Question. If I take form of the beast with claws, I guess maybe you could help me out with this one. It says each of your hands transforms into claws, which you could use as a weapon. It deals 1d6 slashing damage on a hit. Once on each of your turns when you attack with the claw using the attack action, you can make one additional claw attack as part of the same action.
Mm-hmm.
If I have 2 attacks per action, does that mean I get 4 claw swipes?
No,
3,
because
right?
Yeah, those specific attacks, those are attack actions you can take. So, well, let me think here. So you would attack with a claw, you get another one.
And then if I attack with a claw again, do I get another?
Oh, yeah, maybe the
But
phrase
you can only attack. It only says once on each of your turns when you attack with a claw using the attack action, you can make the additional attack.
Oh. So you can only use that ability once.
You can
per
only use
turn.
that ability one time.
So you can get 3
So-
claw attacks though,
So I'd get 3 claw attacks?
Correct.
and that would proc rage, right? Each time.
But
Well,
she's already raging.
I'm raging
No,
now.
no,
yeah.
but
It
sorry,
maintains it.
the bonus damage.
Your +2 or whatever. Your
Yeah.
your rage. Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, yeah. Just curious.
So I'm going to take claws.
That claw.
The claw. Well, actually, I don't know if it's worth it because, my axes do so much more.
Is the tail better?
The tail's pretty good.
Feels
Yeah.
just so creepy though.
I'm going to do the tail.
All right. I think Chip doesn't like that.
I'm like you, Chip.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. High five.
Can we define the kind of tail? Because I have a little demon, like one that's slender.
Like a devil tail.
Yeah, a little devil tail, little nightcrawler tail.
I'm imagining mine's like a lizard tail.
See, that's horrifying to me.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's like a full other limb.
Does it have hair like little blonde
No,
hair?
I imagine it's kind of like a scaly kind of lizard tail.
Oh, but if
Yeah.
it was hairy, it'd be like a super, like Goku,
Yeah. Or a lizard tail.
Goku has a tail?
He does.
Goku had a tail. All Saiyans had tails.
I've never seen Dragon Ball Z.
My God, what is wrong with you?
I'm too old. It wasn't out when I was a kid.
Are you kidding me? That was you were the perfect age group.
When did it come
more
out?
Dragon Ball that he had
The 90s.
tail.
Yeah, I think I was already in college when that came out.
I still watched cartoons in college.
Hey,
I have a question about.
I don't know if you know this, but Gus is too cool. Okay.
You're right.
You're right, guys.
What's your question?
So I still have some of these scrolls, the spell scrolls that we found.
Oh,
a
yeah,
while
yeah, yeah.
back. For the hallucinatory terrain scroll, how much of an area does that affect?
So that is a spell in D&D. It's a 4th level illusion. The target is a 150-foot cube.
Okay.
So a pretty big size.
Because I'm trying to think if
That's a cool spell.
it's cool. I'm just wondering too, because I feel like one of these crones is concentrating on this ice dome. And I wonder if hallucinatory terrain would make them lose their concentration.
Probably just physical attacks,
Probably just physical, right? Not actual.
because then they have to make Constitution checks.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I'm just going to try to attack the snow beast again instead.
The giant.
That's a cool
Snow
spell.
giant. Yes. Great axe of gaining.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to use.
Just you say snow beast, and I think of White Winter all
Snow
over.
Beist, Snow Beist.
Snow Beist.
Okay, snow giant. That's what it is?
Frost giant.
Frost giant. I'll get it one day.
Both words wrong. I love it.
So I'm going to run up to and swing my great axe of gaining. Oh, gosh. I don't think that hits. It's a 12.
No, that's a little shy.
Man. Okay. I'm going to try again.
Do it again.
Do it again, please. Oh, my God. 11.
Do it worse.
That's even worse.
Gosh. And I don't have...
Did you attack recklessly?
I have to say I do. I keep forgetting. I'm so bad at being a barbarian.
Gus, I heard
Blaine, you
Barbara
think
say
you're bad at
reckless.
I'm pretty sure you reckless attack.
I recklessly attack for 20.
Yeah, that does hit.
Doing. Oh my god. I rolled a 1. 7 plus 2, because I'm raging. 9.
Yes, you rolled a 1. It still does 9 points of damage, though.
Okay.
The voice cracks while you're calling it out.
I'm
Hey,
so
Gus,
sad.
I know it's past my turn, but do I perceive like an old silk hat, corncob pipe, button nose, 2 eyes made out of coal? If we took the hat off of him,
on Lewis.
No, you do not perceive that.
dang, that would work.
Oh, Frosty loved using a pickaxe.
Yeah.
So I successfully just hit him, right?
Correct.
So I'm also going to expend another charge of my shawl called Frightening Frenzy. When you successfully hit a target while raging, you could expend a charge and strike fear into the heart of your enemy, forcing them to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
That's fun.
On a failure, the target becomes frightened for 1 minute. The target can re-roll the saving throw at the end of its turn.
All right, so I need a 12 or better to
12
make that.
or better.
20.
Boo! That didn't work.
Well, lots of times things go very badly for my guys, so I'm very happy that it's not going so bad this time.
He's doing pretty well this time. Okay. I guess that's my turn.
All right.
But I still got my tail.
You got your tail.
Is now Barney?
No, it's a Skitch.
Oh, right.
She doesn't seem as happy as before. She's kind of looking with concern at what Chip's been doing to the dome.
Oh, no.
Don't look at me. I'm hiding. Look away.
Don't perceive me.
Get your eyes off of me.
She seems to be leaning a bit on her staff and kind of like, almost like leaning forward, trying to get a closer look at the dome without actually stepping any closer, like from a distance, just kind of like leaning into it and peering, looking at the cracks that are forming. Barney, you're up. Then after Barney is Mati.
How far away is that hole in the wall from me?
From where you are, I would picture that's probably because Chip was over by the pillar, then you went over there. From where you're standing, that's going to roughly be 25 feet or so.
And then from that hole, how far away is the lady
Gaga.
witch hag?
Oh, yeah, she's outside of the dome, which would put her like another 15 to 20 feet.
Okay, well, then I will do that. I'm going to go move along, scoot my way towards, what's her name? What's her name? Skitch.
She's the blue one?
Yes, Skitch is the blue one, yes. You heard her call the green one Shivy.
Skitch and Shivy.
So I'll scoot along towards that way and get within, I guess, 15 feet of her just to start.
Okay.
Wait, she's not in the dome with us.
No, she's outside.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get closer from the inside of the dome.
Oh, they're going to do a magic off. Staring at each other's eyes. Arcana.
So when I get within 15 feet of her, then it should proc my Spirit Guardians, right?
That's fun.
Yeah. Let me double check the map just because it's kind of a zigzagging way to get there. But yeah, you're still within 15 feet. Yeah.
And that works through the dome?
Well, I left the dome too.
Wait, maybe I missed that. What do you mean you left the dome?
I thought I went through the hole that...
He hasn't made a hole.
The hole is...
There's no
no,
hole in
it's
it.
just a weak
Can
spot.
I get within 15 feet of her just by getting up close?
If you move up north to the northern
All right.
part of the dome, yeah.
Well, then I'll do that.
Yeah, and it would go through.
Then, yeah, do you want to do a saving throw?
Yes, in fact, she's going to do a couple of things, but let me do the saving throw first.
Might be distracted. Uh-oh.
What?
That's a 9, so she fails.
Okay.
Actually, what she does at that point, once the spirit guardians start coming close, like I said, she was leaning forward on that cane of hers, on that staff.
Yeah.
Actually, is what I said. She sees it coming, and she lets out like a blood-curdling scream. And with that, the dome of ice like dissipates and drops, and she like leaps up high into the air, out of the way, kind of a little further off to the east.
That's scary.
Kill them, Lewis! Darklings, get them!
Did I get her within the range of it?
No, she would have jumped out.
How far out?
Probably like another 20 feet back.
Say, hey, you did a good job though, because you got the dome down, so we can skedaddle on out of here.
I will say, I'm not trying to like pull the wool out from under you. She was getting ready to do that. That's why I said she was leaning forward on the staff. This was her escape, and she was definitely anticipating something like this.
Yeah, if she just barely jumped out, I had a plan. But
as she's screaming, like in mid-scream, you hear the scream stop.
Kill them, Lewis!
And she falls to the ground.
Oh.
Shivy has reappeared behind her and seemingly knocked her out, hit her over the head.
Oh.
Whose side are you on?
Luis, Darklings, stand down. Release them.
Huh?
Wait a second.
She closes the distance and runs up to you all and says,
There's no time to explain. You must leave immediately.
As my spirit guardian's proc and hit her.
Don't hit her.
She ran up to me.
No. Gus, do I recognize this person? Can I see through any sort of disguise?
make a perception check.
Okay. I know my strongest. I can do this. Come on, Chip.
You must perceive.
Perceive. 14.
14, real fast before I get to that. She failed her save. If you want to roll damage,
It has to proc because I have to designate creatures that it's not going to be affected by.
She's not on the list. Yeah. No, roll your damage. She'll take it. She does take the damage.
She's an ally.
She should have said it before.
Oh,
She did. She said stop, stand down.
No, but I have to designate it before I cast it.
Yeah, he has to say who's not affected at the top.
Got it.
15?
Can you just stop concentrating?
Well, I can now.
Ow! The spirit guardians!
Sorry, you were saying that you wanted to free us?
Yeah, your roll.
Yeah.
No, you don't recognize her. You feel like you would definitely recognize someone that looks like this with this visage. She points to the nearest exit, which are it's like at the roots of the dying tree.
There's an underwater passage that leads to the surface. Take Louise with you. He'll obey you. I've commanded him to.
Oh.
Hello, Lewis. We're friends now.
You must hurry. Sketch will wake up at any moment. Find the headless horseman. Here.
She pulls something out from her robe and hands it to you, Chip, since you're looking at her.
Okay.
This Haggai will help you find him.
Okay.
What's a Haggai?
It's like a guy that laughs. It's like a hag guy.
Hag eye?
Oh, hag eye. Got it.
Yes.
It's an eye of a hag.
Okay.
Can I put my blurbo gloves on and just kind of delicately hold it? Like, what? Thank you.
It's a magic item that hag covens can create. It looks like a real eye, but it's kind of hard. It's almost like it's like a marble, I would say.
Like a glass eye?
Maybe kind of, yeah.
I'm adding it, and it says a real eye coated in varnish and often fitted to a pendant or other wearable items. A hag can freely use an action to see what the eye sees, but someone that isn't a hag may attempt to use the hag eye. Make a DC 13 Arcana to see what the beholder sees. A hag eye has AC 10, 1 HP, and dark vision with radius of 60 feet.
Yep.
So I can basically like toss this in like a little drone. Is this Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can call in a hag strike.
Ah, nice.
Hurry! Find the headless horseman.
Okay. Why are you helping us?
I will explain, I promise, but we just don't have time right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You better not be my wife in disguise. Okay, bye-bye.
Elga takes off.
All right.
And T does too.
With a splash, bubbles of murky green water obscure the way for a moment, but then clears, revealing an underwater tunnel within the cluster of roots. A few moments of swimming and splash, the cold breeze of Perrish once again offers its chilly embrace, this time adding a sharp shiver thanks to damp clothes.
Poo-poo water.
All around is the inside of a putrescent tree with blackened bark that stinks something foul. But
It wasn't me.
But a faint light glimmers from an exit to the south. A quick dash to the opening gives way to an unfamiliar village outside. A village of rotting and decayed hovels on every side. This must be Covenord. And before long, out from the hovels crawls little girls with matted hair and warts dressed in filthy rags. A few speak in whispers to each other, cocking their heads in curiosity. But as soon as they sniff the air, the throng of children scuttle along the ground straight for you like a horde of spiders.
Lewis, kill. Please kill.
Find out if Lewis kills or not on the next episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon.
Nasty.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with another putrid tale.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And if you're wearing a cloak of displacement, don't forget to use it, because it could save your life.
Very important.
And if you're looking for something nice to wear, why don't you check out the store? store.roosterteeth.com.
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm Japani.
No, you're not. I am.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Elga Von Brass, everyone's favorite character in Stinky Dragon. Yes, hello, guys. Thank you very much. So, I just want to take some time to shout out our first members. Our first members, they really make the show possible. And, even though they don't give Elga blood on a daily basis, they're still very valuable. So I'd like to shout out some amazing little stinkers. First, we have Techbird. Then we have Gen032. And then we have a first member whose name I really cannot pronounce, but I'll do my best. It's Prime Roafiliakionrokas. I don't think that is right, but thank you for your patronage. And then we have another name. They're giving Elga all the tough names. Panda for Hire, spelled very cool. And then Lost Start Traveler 0. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are directly supporting the show and get access to more great content like Second Wind and interact with us on our subscriber-only Discord channels and events and so much more. Sometimes some cool people like Barbara Dunkelman show up to those things and chat with the community, so come check us out. For all these benefits and more, just go to stinkydragonpod.com/first. And yeah, we cannot thank you guys enough for your support. It really does help us make the show possible. Again, that's stinkydragonpod.com/first. Okay, bye, Elga loves you. Oh, just kidding, you thought I was done. I'm back for more social media shoutouts. Listeners who interacted with us on social media and Discord had some NPCs named after them in this episode. First, we have Skitch the Blue Hag, who's named after @Jessica Sketches on Instagram, and it's voiced by the one and only Jessica Visami, @Jessica Visami on social media. And then we have Shivy the Green Hag by the user on Reddit, u/ShivyV. Shivyv? I don't know how to pronounce. Elga has trouble with normal English. Voiced by Laurel Rothamel, @Laurel Rothamel on social media. And finally, Louis the Frost Giant, who is named after @Louis D. Kress on Twitter. Thank you guys for interacting with us on social media. You make us feel so loved and like we have so many friends and that we're so popular, so thank you. The Stinky Dragon channel is managed by Ben Ernst. This episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon was produced by Kai Cook, written, edited, and composed by Micah Reisinger, with additional editing work by David Saunier. Don't forget to head over to stinkydragonpod.com/first for all things stinky. Stinky! And make sure you tune in next time for another thrilling episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon. What will happen to main character Elga von Brath? Find out next week.
Just watching Chris try to quietly open a candy cane.
Well, we all hear it. Do it away from the mic.
D&D on microphones.
He's hunched over like a little
Really
goblin.
quiet.
He wants his little
But
sweets.
you're right by the mic.
How long does it take me to open
He
plastic?
wants a candy cane. Let him have his sweets.
I'll suck on it.